Hey guys, it's BGTVs here, bringing you a new video, this time on the Galaxy Note 5 versus the iPhone 6s Plus. Sorry I haven't been able to make videos in a while, but I should be back on a more regular schedule. So let's get this review started, starting with build quality. Alright, so the first thing I would like to say is I got the Galaxy Note 5 in this white color. Was not of my choice. I did the Samsung promotion 30-day trial, and this is the color I happened to got, but I won't argue with taking the phone for a month, for $1 for a month for the white color. Anyways, I really am liking the design here. The back is very slippery, a lot more slippery than you would think. Not a huge fan of the white color. Love the titanium color, but they don't even have that in the US as of now. And but I do like the edges compared to the Note 4, and however, in comparison to the 6s Plus, this is the same exact thing as the iPhone 6 Plus. As far as size, I didn't really notice a difference. However, weight, it kind of does feel better in the hand because it weighs down your hand a little more, which in my opinion makes use feel better because it gives it a little more weight, which kind of makes it seem more valuable. Now the next category is screen quality. On the left here we have the Galaxy Note 5 with a 5.7-inch display, and quite honestly it's probably the best display I've ever seen on a smartphone. There's no argument. The fact is it's beautiful. And then we have on the right here a 5.5-inch display by Apple, which is pretty much the same thing as last year. However, this year it has Force Touch. Force Touch, honestly, I think is very cool, and one day as I will get it into my everyday life. However, as of now, it doesn't really have too much use. I do, however, have my dog on the front page, which I think is very cool to have a live photo like that. And that brings us to the next category, which is cameras. As far as cameras go, I just love the way the iPhone 6s Plus shoots. Now the 12 megapixel camera makes everything a lot better. I think live photos is a little bit of a waste besides for what I showed you there with the screensaver. Not a huge fan of that. Front facing flash, I think they should have done it a little different. Made it, it's kind of annoying because it goes off with third-party apps such as Snapchat. However, it does make it look good. Can't really argue with the camera. 4K footage is great as well. And as far as the Samsung camera, I still find it to be a little glitchy, although when it produces a good picture, the picture is very good. And if I were to go out for the best picture possible with a lot of time, I'd probably choose a Samsung one. However, if I'm out on a day where I know I'm going to be taking a lot of quick pictures on the go, I'd definitely go with the iPhone 6s. Now the next category is features. As far as the Note 5 features, it is absolutely loaded between the S Pen, which is, in my opinion, probably the best feature of the Note 5, and I happen to like it a lot. Basically, the S Pen is just a stylus, for those who don't know. Then on the back here, we have a heart rate monitor right here, and that's basically useless in my case. I don't use that at all, due to the fact that on the S5 it was very inaccurate and I didn't use it much. And I've just never gotten in the habit of using it. Plus I have a Fitbit Charge HR, so I don't use it on my phone. Fingerprint scanner is pretty accurate, and I happen to like it a lot. I do use it as on my lock screen. Wireless charging, quick charge is a very useful feature. It charges it basically at almost a normal speed, and I happen to love wireless charging, so I think that's great. And quick charge is obviously a feature that doesn't hurt to be added, and I kind of like it. And that's about it for the Note 5. Now, as far as the 6s Plus, we have the biggest probably new feature is 3D Touch, and 3D Touch is basically a Force Touch, as Apple called it with the MacBooks, where if you press harder, it increases functionality, such as if you press harder on the camera app, it will let you go into video taking mode, selfie mode, and so forth. As far as that feature, it's not too useful yet, considering it's not able to work a ton of apps. However, I do see a future for it, and I am excited to kind of put that into my daily routine and start using it. We also have Touch ID. It's a new model this time. Unfortunately, I've heard other people also complain, and it has affected me. iOS 9.1 has affected the speed of my Touch ID, and it's basically the same as the 6. Hopefully, iOS 1.2 or 1.1 will help fix that. And yeah, I mean, this is an iPhone, so obviously there aren't that many features. And that's about it. To add a little more features, I picked up this $29 case that I'd recommend from Spigen, and it has a little thing here, and you plug that into the bottom of your phone, and it adds wireless charging. It's not very quick, but the fact is, as I said before, I love wireless charging, and it works. Now, as far as an overall review goes, I'm going to say the better phone in this case, for my personal opinion, is the iPhone, simply because if you're looking between these two, the iPhone is just simpler and probably easier to love. However, if you're not tied with the Apple ecosystem, as I am, I love the Note 5. I mean, the fact is, all the features are awesome, and it's a great phone. If you're really into that customizing and the software of Android, then the Note 5 is by far one of the best phones, let alone big phones. And I gotta say, I love the phone. If it ran an iOS software, I'd probably use it. And yeah, that's about it for this review. Let me know if you want to see any other reviews or make any other recommendations. I'll do individual ones if you would like. Let me know if you also want to see a review of the Spigen wireless case. Just leave that down in the comments below. Make sure to like, subscribe, and thank you for watching. See you in the next one.